What's up, Texans fans? All right. I get it. You weren't thrilled with the game. You got beat 28-3 by the Dolphins. That's okay. All right. Hey, Lions fans here, we just got pummeled by the Jags. All right. So I understand how you feel, but it is preseason. This is not about wins and losses. This is about getting better, individual players. All right. It is impossible. It is impossible to judge a team by a preseason game. It is possible to see the potential in future stars, young players. What do they have? How good can they be? You see the title, all right? And here is your man right here, all right? Anderson is a dude, all right? This is from Battle Red Blog, all right? He is an absolute beast, all right? Stroud showed why he was the second pick, but the real star of the game, says it right here, is the third overall pick, Will Anderson Jr., who was in Tua Tagovailoa's face throughout the entire first two defensive stands of the game, and then forcing Skylar Thompson to fumble the ball and getting a deflection. I can't show it to you, copyright, all that kind of stuff. He blew up a running back that was attempting to block him, immediately turns left, sacks Skylar Thompson, sack fumble, all right, and he gets on it, and by the time it's over, drive's done, right? Like, I mean, it's absolute insanity. I mean, they did actually still keep doing some stuff, but he is just single-handedly wrecking people. This is who you drafted, and from the moment you took Stroud at 2, Anderson at 3, everybody knew that Stroud is probably the most important, but Anderson is going to be better faster. He is playing a position where you can impact the game at a quicker rate. And just in case you were wondering, just in case you forgot some stuff, let me tell you again what this did in college. He was second in Alabama history for career sacks with 34 and a half. He was second in Alabama career tackles for loss with 62. And he was second in an Alabama single season tackles for loss with 34 and a half in 2021. This guy is a beast. He's a beast. That's what he is. Okay. So you should be excited about just the remarkable ability that he has. Now, you don't even have to be a big football fan to realize. Let's go to the second one, because I don't want to just talk about Will Anderson Jr. in this one. I want to talk about your game. We're going to talk about the preseason game in general. Okay. Davis Mills, CJ Stroud. Who cares about Mills right now? You all know who he is. You've seen him. You know what he can do. He is not the kind of guy who you want to be your starting quarterback, but if it all works out, he will be one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league. CJ Stroud went 7 of 12 for 60 yards. Here's the thing. With all of those completions, there was tight coverage. I would say maybe 2 of those. I said all, but maybe 2 of those did somebody sneak away. There was one catch where Nico Collins kind of slid away, and he was doing good. CJ Stroud was under duress. He rolled out a couple of times. He made some hard throws, and he didn't make some hard throws. That's just the way it went. Here's the truth. Here's the reality with what Texans fans are facing right now. CJ Stroud does not have bona fide weapons. He doesn't. Nico Collins is arguably your best receiver. Noah Brown is a guy that wasn't good enough to stay on the Cowboys. Robert Woods is old. Mechie is so young, coming off of the cancer diagnosis and recovery. Like, that is just not a wide receiver core that is built to help a rookie quarterback succeed. When I look at this receiving core, and we have to be honest with it. And Nico Collins actually flashed a little bit. Like he flashed a little bit. So he might be able to become a little bit of something. And you hope Mechie can get going quickly, adapt quickly. Maybe Robert Woods can find a little bit of that fountain of youth. All of these things, there are things that can happen for the Texans. But when I look at CJ Stroud, it reminds me of what Justin Fields had to deal with last year with the Chicago Bears. And some of you may not be familiar with it, but Mooney was hurt most of the year. Claypool is just an absolute mental case. He was throwing to no one. I challenge you to name another receiver on that team last year, right? Like it wasn't good. So what did they do? They went out, they traded for DJ Moore to help him out. Houston will be able to make a move to get a better wide receiver next year. That's what they're going to do. But right now, they're going to have to play it slow. They're going to have to play it safe. It is not going to be a beautiful offense this year. It just isn't. So when you're watching the Texans, here's what you have to do. And I was saying this to Lions fans 2 years ago when we were first starting this channel. You're not watching this team saying they're going to win 10, 11 games. They're going to be phenomenal. And maybe you are. That's fine. You're allowed to have that opinion. Like that's totally fine. But you're watching them saying, what does the future look like? For us 2 years ago, it was, how is Goff going to do? Right? Like, who else is going to step up to be good? It was the exciting emergence of Amon-Ra St. Brown because there was no weapons for us either. Who's going to emerge on this team? Somebody's going to emerge in this wide receiver room. My money would be on Mechie. All right? Like my money would be on Mechie, maybe Nico. All right. So you're looking, who's going to emerge? Are the players that we think are good still good, like Dameon Pierce? Because I do think he has some skills. And what are our rookies doing? What are our young players doing? Are they getting better? Are they competing? And then you're saying to yourself, okay, we can do that. We have our building blocks in place. We'll get older together. We'll improve at a couple of key positions like wide receiver. And then next year, we'll be ready to compete on a week in, week out basis and win on a week in, week out basis. It's just going to be a hard evaluation of Stroud. I'm just going to, that's how I see it. And I hope you don't hate this on the channel and you keep watching because we love our Texans viewers. We really do. Houston viewers are unique though, because like the Houston videos we put out, sometimes they go well, but usually it's like 24, 48 hours and then all of a sudden they pop. It's really unique. But we're hoping to have this fan base. So don't let me make you too upset. But I really do think that there's a ton of optimism with the Texans. I think there's a ton of optimism. You have CJ Stroud, who started looking like, okay, he can be an absolutely very accurate quarterback in this game. And Will Anderson's continuing to show how dominant he is. Those are your big boys. You hit on those two. The second and third pick, your team's going to be good. It's that simple. And they're looking, Will Anderson's looking like an absolute hit. And CJ Stroud is looking more and more the part in the 2 times that we've seen him play. So let me know what you think. Comment, like, thumbs up this bad boy, subscribe. Come on. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.